Hey friends! Did you know that dogs don't actually see the world in full color like we do? Yeah, it's true. Sush e. Their vision is way different from ours, and it totally changes how they experience everything around them. So today, I'm diving into how dogs see the world, and why it's not just about blurry colors or being colorblind. Spoiler, it's way cooler than you think. Alright, first things first. Dogs aren't exactly colorblind like in those old black and white movies. Instead, their eyes have fewer types of color-detecting cells, called cones, compared to us humans. We have three kinds of cones that help us see red, green, and blue. But dogs only have two. That means they mostly see the world in shades of blue and yellow. Reds and greens? Yeah, those just look kind of like dull browns or grays to them. So next time you toss a bright red ball for your dog, don't be surprised if it blends in with the grass or dirt in their eyes. That's why blue or yellow toys are usually easier for dogs to spot. I actually learned this the hard way after buying my dog, Max, a neon red frisbee that he totally ignored. Switched to a bright blue one, and suddenly, it was like he was a frisbee-catching superstar. But color isn't the only thing that's different. Dogs also have way more rod cells in their eyes, which are great for detecting motion and seeing in low light. Basically, their eyes are like built-in night vision goggles. This is why your dog can track that squirrel darting around the yard, even when it's getting dark outside. Meanwhile, I'm stumbling around trying not to trip over the furniture. Now here's a funny little fact. Dogs actually see things more blurry than we do, especially up close. Their eyes focus best at about 20 feet away, which is kind of like how we squint trying to read something far away. So if you're standing right in front of your dog and trying to wave or call their attention, sometimes they're just trying to make out what you're doing. That's probably why Max sometimes looks like he's pretending not to see me when I'm waving like a maniac. Spoiler, he totally sees me, just not clearly. Dogs also have a wider field of view than we do, about 250 degrees compared to our 180 degrees. This means they can see a lot more around them without turning their heads. It's like having built-in panoramic vision. This probably helped their wild ancestors keep an eye out for danger and sneak up on prey. So when your dog suddenly turns their head towards a weird noise, they're using that superpower to stay on top of things. And speaking of wild ancestors, dogs rely way more on their other senses to understand the world, especially their incredible noses. Their vision is just one part of the puzzle. So even if a color or shape looks weird to them, the way something smells or sounds will tell them way more. That's why you might see your dog sniffing around a new spot for ages. They're basically seeing it with their nose instead of their eyes. Oh, and here's a cool thing about dog vision that most people don't know. They have something called a tapetum lucidum. Sounds fancy, right? It's basically a shiny layer behind their retinas that reflects light back through their eyes, boosting their night vision. This is also why your dog's eyes might glow if you catch them in your flashlight beam at night. Creepy? Maybe a little, but also kind of magical. So how can this help us as dog owners? Well, understanding how dogs see the world can totally change the way we play and train with them. Like I mentioned, using toys in blue or yellow colors can make playtime way more exciting. And when training, keep in mind they might not be picking up on all the visual cues you're giving if you're too close or waving your hands wildly. Sometimes slowing down and giving clear signals helps way more. Also, since dogs see motion better than details, quick movements grab their attention more than slow ones. That's why Max goes nuts when I wiggle a toy or run around the yard. But if I stand still and just show him a treat, it takes a little longer for him to focus. It's all about tapping into their natural strengths. If you're wondering about those adorable head tilts your dog does when you talk to them, that's not just because they're cute, although, yes, it totally is. They're trying to get a better angle to hear and see what you're doing. Their eyes and ears work together, and sometimes tilting their head helps them interpret sounds and sights better. Next time, give your pup an extra treat for that Sherlock Holmes move. Now, let's quickly recap. Dogs see mostly in blue and yellow tones. Their vision is blurrier up close, but super wide and great at spotting movement. And their night vision is boosted by a special eye layer. Plus, their amazing noses and ears do a ton of the heavy lifting when it comes to sensing their world. So the next time you're out playing with your furry friend or watching them explore, remember, they're experiencing everything in a way that's uniquely doggy. It's like they have their own secret version of reality, and knowing that can make you appreciate them even more. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any funny stories about your dog ignoring certain toys or looking like a tiny detective with those head tilts? Drop your stories in the comments below. I'm always here for some pet tales and laughs. And if you want to keep learning more about your furry pals, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a Pet Pals video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Give your dog an extra scratch behind the ears from me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!